Hi, and welcome to Life in the Prairie. I'm Johnny Grimshad. I'm here at the Eden Prairie Community Center where things are starting to heat up on the hockey rink. Let's pass things over to Scott Neal to see how the ice was made.
Hi, this is Scott Neal, Eden Prairie City Manager, and I'm here today with Michael Shegaby. Michael, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. We're going to talk to Michael today about what all goes into creating ice, making an ice arena. So, Michael, what time of year does this all start to happen?
Well, all three rinks went into full operation September 1st this year. Typically, this sheet that we're standing in right now stays in year-round. The other two are seasonal rinks. We take those out roughly in March each year and bring them back up in September, October.
So one of the things I wanted to talk about today is just to tell our viewers how we make ice. It seems like it might be a simple thing. If you're at home, you put water on something that's cold and it freezes and you got ice, but there's probably a little bit more to it. So what's the first thing you do when you make an ice arena like the one we see behind us here?
Sure. Well, it kind of varies by what type of floor you have. This is a sand floor. Our new rink, the third rink, is a concrete floor. So really the first step to that is cooling down the floors. On a sand floor like this one, you actually have to keep the sand saturated during the entire time while you're cooling down the floor, just so it freezes like concrete.
So we've got, I don't mean to interrupt, but under that sand, right, there's this network of pipes, and in that pipe there's some kind of, some kind of fluid that we bring the temperature down?
Yep. Actually, the difference between these two systems is actually different too. This is a direct system, so we're using Freon directly out into these two floors on rink number 1 and 2. The new rink is an indirect floor, so we're actually using calcium chloride out on the floor with ammonia. So ammonia is kind of the new what rinks are using with the phase out of Freon. So back to the kind of the process behind there is on a sand floor, we keep the floor saturated during the entire time we're cooling down the floor. Then it freezes like concrete, and then pretty much the sand and the concrete floor are very similar. After that, we bring in a contractor. They go around and paint the white base that you see here. After that, it's start laying out the lines. We have each rink's a little bit different. This is an NHL size rink. Rink number 2 is Olympic size sheet ice, so the measurements are a little bit different on where the circles lay out, but we start with basically laying out where everything goes. And then our lines we use vinyl lines here just because it's a sand floor and we can reuse them each year. Just a vinyl plastic material, little holes in there so it bonds with the ice. It's actually relatively new technology. It's much easier to do the vinyl because you just roll it out versus painting. Painting would typically take about 8 hours to do a rink. Here we can do the entire rink in a couple hours by just laying out everything, so it's much more efficient.
So then, Michael, how much ice? You and I are standing on top of the ice right now. How much ice am I standing on top of?
You're standing on about 1.5 inches of ice, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches of ice. That's on top of the white paint and the lines. That's typically what you want to have in a rink. Some rinks have a little bit more, some a little less. On the sand floor, since you are building with ice underneath there, you have a little bit thicker sheet of ice, but on our new rink, it's pretty consistently 1.5 inches out there.
Great. Now I know that before you started working for us, you worked at the XL Energy Center, right?
Yep.
And how do our ice arenas compare to that one?
Well, a lot smaller in size, but no, it's the XL was, it's great arena plan. Here, great ice, great arena plan. We have new lighting in here this year. That's also a very big asset for any sport that we're playing out here, figure skating and hockey. So we're up there with the best of them. So.
Great. Well, Michael, thanks for your time today and explaining to our viewers how we make ice and how we get an arena ready to go. Johnny, that's all we got for this news brief.
Thanks, Scott, and a special thanks to Michael. Who would have thought that the lines were vinyl? That's really cool. Come on out to the community center and enjoy the hockey rinks. Thanks for joining me today, and live well, Eden Prairie.